you've opened up Photoshop, if your version of Photoshop does not look like this with these menus appearing here, you can customize what you view by going to Window and ticking or unticking the tools in Photoshop that you do or don't want to use. So for example, if I wanted to type something, I would choose the character menu, which brings up this menu here where I can change the font type, the font size, style, color, etc. The other thing to make sure that you've always got handy is go to Window, Layers. Layers is one of the most important tools. It is how you will create patterns in Photoshop. So for example, you will have your pattern on one layer and your background color on another layer. So the Layers menu is very important. Always make sure that you have this on. You can click and make sure it's ticked, which is this one up here. So when it's ticked, it's appearing. Or you can press F7, which is the keyboard shortcut to bring up that Layers menu. Basically, the main tools that you will use are the paint bucket, the shape tool, the type tool. Another one you might use is the crop tool and the move tool. So the move tool is how you align something. I'll go through that in the next video. So if you get stuck or you want to customize or you can't find one of these tools in Photoshop, you can always Google it and it will usually come up with a quick way to find it. Usually it's a matter of something is not ticked up here, and if you're stuck you can also go to Photoshop's help menu, which will give you some info as well, but I've found that Googling will usually give me a solution if I cannot find the tool. And also remember that when it's got this little arrow here in these menus, it means there's a secondary menu. So if you right click, it's actually it's sort of like two tools in one. So if I left click, it's going to now change it to the gradient tool, but if I right click to bring out this menu and then left click, it now becomes the paint bucket tool. So just remember that even though there's only one sort of icon appearing here, there's a whole bunch of sub menus as well, which will appear when you right click on that image.